The situation is incredibly serious, and therefore we have decided to reduce the consumption target by another 100 million litres to 600 million litres of collective use per day. The City of Cape Town is also considering implementing stricter water restrictions. We've had unseasonably hot weather, and this has had an incredibly negative impact on us. Even though we have many great water savers within the city, unfortunately many residents have been influenced by weather patterns, and this has influenced their consumption levels, whether it be incredibly hot or cold. But we really need residents to be consistent and continuously save water as best as possible. We should be using no more than 100 litres per person per day, and this will ensure that we are able to stretch our existing water resources. Rainfall is difficult to predict. We have to prepare for below average rainfall levels. The drought crisis is set to continue. The city is situated in a water scarce region, and climate change will further exacerbate our situation. Given the low levels of rainfall that we might experience during winter, we have to also ensure that we continuously save. It will probably take 2 to 3 years for our dams to recover, and we are set for a very difficult winter, which will make the summer 2018 even more difficult. We must save, and do so now. And only use water for essential purposes. Typically the biggest indoor water culprits are washing of bodies, flushing toilets, and using washing machines. What we need residents to do is shower for a maximum of 2 minutes, only flush when it is absolutely necessary. One other easy way to also save water is by placing a brick or bottle in your toilet cistern, and this will save water at every flush. Also ensure to only do washing once you have a full load. We will receive rainfall during winter. It probably won't be sufficient enough to sustain us come 2018. The city is looking at further intensifying water restrictions. We are also further lowering the water pressure within the system. By lowering water pressure, it means that the flow of water is less, and this minimizes the loss of water in leaks in pipes. In addition to that, the city is further expanding the lowering of pressure throughout the metro. We have done so from this week onwards. We are also bringing forward emergency supply schemes, and we've been able to do so because we have been a proactive and well-run government. The city is looking at how to abstract the last 10% of a dam's volume. Typically, the last 10% becomes incredibly difficult to abstract and treat for drinking purposes. Most importantly, reducing consumption is still the most absolute key intervention to ensuring that we manage the drought situation. This would apply to dam levels at about 10% of storage. At this point, it becomes very difficult to abstract water, and the city will perhaps look at implementing water lifeline supplies. This would include and entail the intermittent supply of water, minimal supply pressures, as well as stricter water restrictions. If we reach a stage of lifeline supply, certain parts of the city may receive or experience very low pressures, and this would mean that we potentially have to supply water using water tankers. The city will also look at installing water management devices for those consumers who refuse to reduce their consumption levels even if they pay higher tariffs. But all decisions around further interventions will be done in collaboration with the National Department of Water and Sanitation, who are the official custodians of all water resources. Residents are welcome to visit the website www.capetown.gov.za/thinkwater, or alternatively email water@capetown.gov.za.